My name is Krishil Dixit. This is my first assignment. Let's start. A dilemma. A layman looks at science notes Raymond B. Forsdick in the lesson, a dilemma says that science should be used only for the constructive purpose and not to be aimed at the degeneration of the society. August 6, 1945, a day of unfortunate on which the atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima, brought home to all of us about the significance importance of science in human life. Mankind was threatened by science and bewildered by its innocent power. This instance released the mankind how unique we are in terms of ethics, law, and government to know how to use it. The author says that science is based on truth and should spring from the noblest attribute of human spirit. There are certain inventions that can evoke both positive and negative response. Invention of radio, automobiles, penicillin, rotor, and jet propulsion shall be aimed towards the betterment of society rather than creating ugliness and desolation. The gifts of science, the author vehemently feels, should not below our civilization into during dust. The research and technology yield right fruits when they are related to human welfare. Science is the search for truth, but it is the same search for truth that has brought our civilization to the brink of destruction. The writer strongly feels that research shall be subjected to some hand of resistance if it is not linked to human constructive purpose. It is really disheartening to read about that leading scientists associated with atom bomb saying that one should not hold back progress because of fear of misuse of science. Firstly, then says that some inventions are purely accidental and the scientist never had any evil intention while discovering them. For instance, Albert Einstein never thought of atom bomb while working for his transformation equation in 1905. Yet from this come out one of the principles upon atom bomb is based. Similarly, sulfur drugs and mustard gas, which are offshoots of German dye industry, was not created to deal with either medicine or weapons of war. Willard Gibbs was a gentle spirit whose in was spent in his laboratory at Yale University had never dreamed that his research in the mathematical physical might have even a remote relationship to World War First and Second. These discoveries are a classic example where the gifts of scientists can be used by evil men to do evil men to do evil even more obviously and dramatical that can be used by men of goodwill to do good. The author concludes that the towering enemy of mankind are not science but war. Science merely reflects to soar force by which if it's surrounded. Where there is peace, science is. War, science is prevented to destructive ends. Our problem, therefore, is not to comb science but to stop war. To substitute law for force and international government for hourly in the relation of one nation with another. He feels that our education should be based on tolerance, understanding, and creative intelligence that should run fast enough to put an end to the evil effects to the science. Formally, science must help us, but the decision lies when ourselves. Example: the role responsibility is of human beings. Thank you.